movie. Did someone mention the Minecraft movie? Chicken steer. Chicken jockey.
So, the Minecraft movie, or should I say, a Minecraft movie, is a movie that's been stuck in development hell, that's been through so many revisions and so many changes, and we now are up to this point where we have this.
I am Steve.
And the reception to this was not great.
What is this shit? What's going on? Why don't they like it? We spent $250 million on this!
And then the hate train began. Everyone just hated the fact this movie was live action instead of animation, which I still stand by the way. And it was just so jarring to see Jack Black as Steve, seeing all these people that basically are just on a giant green screen, and just the uncanny valley of how all the mobs look in the movie. It was almost like this movie was set up to fail. But as trailers kind of started coming along, some things started to change. And after the last trailer, the internet saved this movie. And what do I mean by this? Well, all the memes that spreaded from this movie. Yes, this movie isn't a masterpiece, but boy was it a fun one. All the memes about Chicken Jockey,
Chicken Jockey,
Flint and Steel,
Flint and Steel,
the Nether, and a bunch more. Oh yeah, I forgot one more.
an Ender Pearl.
All just got culminated all over the internet, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere, TikTok, literally everywhere. And the hype train was rising, but for all the wrong reasons and the best reasons at the same time. People fully understood what this movie was trying to do. It was not trying to be a masterpiece of Minecraft cinema. It was trying to just get you to laugh. It's a Minecraft movie, and it's Jack Black as Steve. And the theater experience I had with this movie was the best movie theater experience I've had in years. People showed out for this movie. It was a nearly sold out theater. And from the get-go of the movie, everyone was cheering, everyone was so excited, people were in cosplay, so was I, and it was just a really surreal experience having all Minecraft fans together, but also just kind of clouding this movie as well, because it's just shitpost galore. Everyone was cheering anytime Steve spoke, like any of the quotes he had from the trailers, everyone was screaming when he said that, especially Chicken Jockey turned into a stadium. Just as for the movie itself, I can say this movie isn't as bad as the initial teaser made it out to be, but that doesn't make it a great movie either. This is going to be one of those movies that when you're watching it at home, when no one else is around you and no one else is cheering, you're gonna realize this movie isn't actually that great. But as a Minecraft adaptation, you gotta just take it as you have it. What else would you do with a live-action interpretation of Minecraft? And they did stick to a Minecraft movie, because the true thing is, there is no definitive story of Minecraft, so them working this way, you know, makes sense. Okay, let me start with my positives first. First, I'll say, the soundtrack is actually really good. Yes, you have your cringy songs with Steve that later grow on you and actually slap, because I know some of you are singing Lava Chicken in your head. And you also have some of the songs that actually were really good, like the uplifting version of the Minecraft theme at the beginning. That was really well done. That made me feel nostalgic about all the years I've played Minecraft. And then as for the CGI, what Legendary did with this movie. Legendary has done a lot of great films in the past. They've done the Godzilla films, they've been doing, I think they did Detective Pikachu as well, so they have their foot in the video game movie space, and they made the Pokemon in that movie look great. So carrying over into this movie, I'll say it grew on me after a while. Getting immersed into this world on the big screen is a lot different than watching the trailer on your phone or your computer. There are times you do get immersed in this world, and I feel like they did a good job of bringing that together. Like, on the first night, when all the zombies, skeletons, and spiders come out. You feel immersed into that sequence. So, I'll give it credit there. Yes, the mobs do have their jarring designs, But you kind of get used to it after like a good 5 minutes. You just accept that the sheep will look like this, and the zombie has real-life arms but has a blockhead. And then I could say the movie knows that you're not taking this seriously, they're not taking it seriously at all. It's just a fun joyride. But that's kind of where my positives kind of end. Because as for the movie itself, it was really fast-paced, and when we got to the end, I was like, oh, that's it. That was a Minecraft movie, alright. The plot is kind of uneven. I'll say the weakest part of the movie is the 3 other human characters. I'll say that there is no real main character of this film. You'd think it'd be Steve, but no, he's more of the exposition character. And then you have this kid that you think, oh, okay, this is the main character we're following. Oh, whoops, nope, never mind, I guess it's Garrett. So it's kind of weird. It's a little weird in that aspect, and they never really find that balance on whose arc we're really following with this movie. And you'd think it'd figure it out by the end, and it doesn't. Most of the time, it all kind of shoves in all the concluding lines at the end of the movie really quickly and makes it feel like a complete story. But in reality, what you just watched, you really don't feel for any of these characters at all. One thing I'll say is actually, I really did enjoy Jason Momoa's performance as Garrett. That was really, really funny from him, and you don't really get to see him bring out that style in a lot of his other movies. This movie in particular, he's a really funny actor, and I can't discredit the other actors as well. They all gave great performances, and you'd think that in a Minecraft movie, the acting wouldn't be that great. But I'd say here, all of them did a really good job, and the cameos in the movie, those were well done. Especially with all the goofiness that had in the movie, I am happy they respected the Technoblade reference in there. And everyone in there clapped and cheered because, you know, they didn't have to do that, but they did. And, you know, it's really respectful on his name. And then Dan TDM showed up, which everyone else noticed, but I'm surprised they didn't give him any lines of dialogue. Like, the FNAF movie was really great with giving credit to YouTubers and voice lines like MatPat and Corey, but with this movie, they give him nothing? He's like the main Minecraft YouTuber that hasn't been called out for anything. And then you have the villager B-plot. When I first heard about this, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be horrible. And going into the movie, yes, this was just a very weird B-plot, but I kinda messed with it. It was funny, and the climax that it had was also funny. It was just the right type of comedy, and they couldn't have picked a better actor for it. And that there's nothing else just to say about that B-plot. You gotta watch it for yourself. And, you know, on a more happier note, just concluding this review, because it's really just, it's hard to place this movie among a rating. Because you could say, oh my god, this movie is such a 10 out of 10, peak cinema, everyone was cheering, it was amazing. But then you have that feeling, months from now when this movie is on digital and you're sitting at home, you're gonna realize, yeah, this as a movie on its own isn't really that great. And you have the director who has made movies such as Napoleon Dynamite that have that same feel, even references in the Minecraft movie with like tater tots and a few other things. And, you know, that kind of energy does carry over to this movie, but will a Minecraft movie end up as like a cult classic? We'll just have to see how, you know, time goes on. The critics panned this movie, but audiences loved it. And you know what? I love the film. Not the, you know, the story itself and everything, but it was just a fun time at the movies. You really don't get that all the time. This time, everyone came together, everyone showed out, cosplays, everything. It was just a fun time at the movies. It's awful, but I loved it. But what did you think of a Minecraft movie? Did you love it? You hate it? You're in the middle, you love it, but you know it's not really that great of a film. Let me know down in the comments, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, good night, au revoir, and Flint and Steel. Flint and Steel!